Today we're talking about the power of groups. If you can leverage your audience, you can get a lot more clients in a lot shorter time. Today on Iconic TV, that is what we're talking about. How do you actually scale your business? How do you make it grow without having to do all of the hard work? How do you scale beyond 6 figures into 7 figures and beyond that by not having to just do things one at a time? If you can leverage your activity, then you can leverage your wealth. And this is what we want to talk about today for Iconic TV. So let's go ahead and get ready to get started. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. We're going to go ahead and get started with everything here today. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that the sound is working. If it's not, let me know. I hope you guys are telling me it's working. So we're talking today about how do you leverage your activity to scale your business. So one of the best ways is not to look for one client at a time, but to look for many all at once. And one of the best ways to enhance your visibility, your credibility, your authority, and your profitability is through the power of groups. And today we're going to talk about what is the strategy that you're going to need to start working with groups. How do you monetize that, and how do you not burn out from that kind of activity? And is this something that you can have other people do? Because what we're going to do is not just talk about groups, but we're going to talk about how you can integrate AI with this so it will magnify your success. So I hope you are ready to go, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. So let's go ahead and get started. It's all about how to scale beyond 6 figures using groups. So I want to know, first of all, are you doing groups? Is this something that you have utilized in the past? Maybe you participate in some groups, but you've never actually owned your own. And the power is in the ownership, not just in going there. So let's dive into this topic a little bit more and see how you can magnify your wealth as well. So what we want to talk about is the strategy of building groups. And the strategy is really simple. I want you to think about different bodies of water. And you have also different platforms where you can grow. So there's Facebook, there's LinkedIn, and there's YouTube. Let's just call those the big 3. And you can decide to grow your audience in any one of those. But here's the thing. If you are dealing with high ticket items or you want to have a 7-figure business, then it's a different strategy than if you're just doing really small little items, okay? And I highly encourage you to look at high ticket because it's a simpler way to scale. And we're not Walmart, we're not Amazon, we can't sell billions of things, right? But if you are your own business and you're a small business owner, maybe 1 to 10, 20 million, then this is really going to work for you. So I want you to think of the strategy of a pond. If you have a small pond, there's not a lot going on there. Maybe it's a koi pond, right? You can have a few fish in there. There's a lake, which has a greater body of water, a lot of flow, and then there's the ocean where everything goes in, all right? So the ocean is the place that most people want to go to. I want to get to the ocean. Well, I say the ocean is where you fish. Go fish in the ocean and bring those fish then into your pond. Go to the lake, LinkedIn, and bring those fish into your pond, because that's where you're really going to scale your business. If people see you as an authority and there's one authority, then that's you, okay? Because it's your group, you're the centerpiece, and everybody comes to see you. But if you're out in the ocean, let's say on YouTube, how many authorities are out there? Gazillions of them, right? And so it's hard for you to make a big splash in an ocean, but it's easy to make a bigger splash in a pond. So think about that first, is where are you trying to make your impact? If you want to have a group, LinkedIn still has groups, YouTube doesn't, right? But you need to get people out of that platform and into your environment, into your living room. And that's where you're going to make the money. This is why groups are so powerful. So this allows you to boost your celebrity factor, right? You want to get seen, you want to be heard, and you need to get paid, okay? So those are the three things that we're going to talk about, and this is why groups work. Now, everything I'm going to show you is a strategy that we used to scale our business from nothing to past six figures into seven figures in under a year, and continue to do that over and over again. So if you want to know how to do that, stick around so we can show you exactly how this works. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to make it really easy for you, and some things that you can download if you want to do it. Now, keep in mind, if you need some help with any of this, I want you to just book a call, okay? And if you want to book this call, go ahead and do so. It's free, okay? It's 10 minutes. Book a 10-minute call. We'll help you figure out exactly what are the steps you need to do to get started in building groups. And I promise you, in that 10 minutes, you're going to learn something that is going to make you a lot of money, okay? So let's go ahead and figure out, why do we need to focus on this? Why is this so important right now? And part of the reason, especially with AI, is that it's really hard to make an impact. And people are saying this all over the place. It's not like it used to be, right? A couple of years ago, it was like, oh, you could be anywhere and it was all wonderful. But now it's a totally different story, isn't it? Have you noticed this? So here's the four big problems and why you really need a group right now, okay? Number one is the clutter factor. There's so much noise out there, isn't there? And in 1970, there were only about 500 ads a day that we could see. Guess what happened today? 10x, right? There's 5,000 to 25,000 ads that we might see in a single day. That's a lot of clutter. That's a lot of noise that you have to break through, right, in order to get seen and to get clients, okay? So making money is simple, but getting seen is the hard part. And if nobody sees you, they're not going to be handing over their credit card to you, right? The second reason why this is so important is that there's so many different options right now. Everybody has all these things that they can do, and where can you be, right? 725,000% increase in website traffic, right? How many more websites are there now? So many, okay? It just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's one of the first things when our clients come to us and they're like, oh yeah, I need a website, or I need to redo my website. Well, maybe you just need an audit to see, why is it not bringing you people, okay? So there's too many options out there, and the impact of advertising campaigns, right, it's not working, okay? 80% of the people say that they're just getting a little bit of effect from their advertising. Have you tried an ad? How did it go? Usually people say, not well, okay? So can you relate? I was like, I tried that. It didn't work. Everyone told me to just go out and do ads. It won't work, okay? There's a reason why we always tell our clients, don't start ads unless you're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Until you're at that income level, your ads are not going to work. It's going to cost you money rather than make you money. So 82% or 62% of small businesses fail with their Facebook ads. And you know who said that? That's from a study from Neil Patel, who has a whole business, a billion-dollar business around this in SEO and getting people ads. And you know what? He says 62% of them fail anyway, okay? Even though he's one of the best. So, and very expensive. So it's not making sense, right? And the third reason, groups are a really powerful tool, because we want you to have tools that you can grow your business without spending any more money on marketing or advertising. And this is one of the most powerful ways. And there's the other problem is there's a low barrier of entry to being online, and you're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to be seen. There's so many people who just finished some little certification and they know tactics, but they don't know strategy. They don't know how to actually move your business forward into another income level. They just know a tactic or two, and they're all over the place. And you've probably fallen for some of those. I have as well. Guess what? It's costly. So these are the reasons why maybe you want to avoid all of this ad noise and look at groups. Okay, so The other thing that people always say is, oh, it's too hard, I don't want to do it. We can do that for you. If you want a faster way to scale any part of your business to 7 figures, look at a done for you option. And to me, that's the best, smartest way any business owner can go, is for you not have to do it all yourself, to not create content all day long and do the copywriting and set up your emails. Have all of that done for you. Imagine what that would do for your business, what that would do for your time if somebody could step in and do that for you. That would put more money in your bank if we did all the heavy lifting for you. So if you want some information on that, go to callconnie.com and we will hook you up with exactly what is the part of your business that you can do and what should you not focus on, and let somebody else take over it so you can make more money and save more money, right? Sound good? Okay, so now that we know what not to do, let's take a look at this. This is why groups really work. There's an old way that you might be thinking about why you don't want to do it. There's a new way that you can do it. So I want to take a look at this and see. The old way was very frustrating. You might have to work 4 or 5 hours a day. It's very random. You don't know what's going on. People are spamming all over the place. And getting to the audience is hard because you're dealing with the top of the funnel. Those are people who are not necessarily targeted. They're just prospects, okay? But they're not targeted as your dream client. And there's very many unqualified leads, okay? The new way is less than an hour a day. It doesn't even have to be you. It can be automated. Now that we've got AI systemized, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. And now you're dealing with the real prospects, okay? The people that have come all the way through. These are people at the bottom of the funnel where they're most qualified to work with you. And we can show you exactly how you can do this and get 300 leads in 30 days. What else can you do that you could get 300 leads in 30 days? We have a proven strategy that our clients have done for over 5 years. It's not a fad. It's actually a principle. It's a strategy that works. Imagine how many more sales you could have if you had 300 new clients by the end of the month. Pretty awesome, right? Okay. So we want to look at things the new way, okay? Now, this is the wheel of wonder, okay? Your business, I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. This wheel is what you need to do with your business digitally, right? Because you're going to combine groups and the digital AI, put those together, and then you're really creating that kind of leverage. And so if you look at what does this core look like, right? This is the wheel. There are actually 15 core areas to your business that you want to focus on in order to grow and scale, okay? Most people tell you just go do ads, and then you don't really know what's going on and what's working. But when you focus on these areas, there is a specific way around that wheel. There's a specific amount of time you want to spend on each area, and then you will see exactly what the results are. So imagine if you could do this. Imagine if you could actually know how much revenue, how much profit your business would get based on every little action you took. Wouldn't that be awesome? So before you ever took an action, you know, oh, this is going to produce this much results. Now, if you could have that kind of crystal ball in your business, wouldn't it be amazing? So let me show you what that looks like, okay? We actually have software that we can do a free AI digital assessment on your business and show you exactly which of these methodologies you need to put in play when and where, okay? And then I'll print out a report so you'll have everything you need, because this is the core of your business, right? If you want more leads, then you need to have the right strategy to go after those, okay? So all you have to do, if you do want to see how does this work for you, what would your own roadmap look like, I can get you the free AI assessment. It's a demo. We're going to demo your business on this wheel, and you will see exactly how much money you can make and what you need to do, when you need to do it, and how long it will take. Because if it takes too long, then you can decide, am I going to do it or am I going to hire it out? If you need somebody to do it for you, great, we can do it for you. You can hire somebody else. So what do you need to do to get these groups going, right? That's what you want to see. How do I get my group started? So simple tips for getting these groups started. First of all, you have to know who you're targeting, okay? Who is the exact avatar? If you need some help, let me know. Once you know exactly who it is, and go for the highest person you can, right? Don't just think, oh, maybe these people, okay? Don't just think who's lower than me. Think, what is the dream client? Build your dream 100 list, all right? And then the titling. How are you going to title it? And then what is the training that you're going to do in these groups, okay? So really simple steps that I'm going to show you, 3 and 4 steps along the way that you can use to grow your groups. So these are the simple steps for success. Number 1 is you need to get your content in there. Obvious, right? The second thing you need to do, once you have the content in there, you need to start forming these connections. And then you are building this community. After about 300 to 500 people in your group, it starts to grow organically, and you don't have to do all the hard work as much. So now you're building the sense of connection, and then people are liking this connection with you. They are starting to think, I wonder what they have. I wonder what else they can do. That desire level goes up, and then you can offer your curriculum or whatever you want to present. Okay? That's how simple it is. There's not anything else to complicate it. Okay? But if you want to get it done for you, guess what? We can do that for you. If you think that's too much, I have way too much going on, here's what happens if you want to have it done for you. Just type hashtag DFY, okay? Hashtag DFY down below if you want it done for you. We will help you do all of this. We'll build it out. We'll know exactly what the structure is. Then we'll create the actual group. We just did this for a new client. And then we start to automate it so that there's a process so that you know exactly what needs to happen, when it needs to happen, and then promote it. And all 4 of these parts, we actually can implement AI into that so that it goes so much faster, right? And if you haven't been working with AI, don't worry, we have all the tools for all the different parts that you might need, okay? So imagine if you could have the power and leverage of a group, but you don't have to build it yourself. That's where we come into play. So some of you might say, I love that you could do that for me, but I can't afford you. So do it yourself, okay? How about if we lay out everything that you need and you can do everything by yourself? You don't need us. I'm going to show you here exactly what that looks like. I'm going to show you here. This is all of the done for you stuff. Go to that website exactly what you get, okay? And you can see right here, here is the link where you can go. Just go to www, get the whole bundle for yourself. You can do it at your pace, and theiconicleader.com/AI groups. That's all you have to do. Just go there. You can take a look at it, and then you can decide, is this for me or not? Or do I want it done for me? Or do I even want to do anything at all? Okay. If you're just looking to monetize your business by going to groups, we have strategies for that in there as well. Okay. So, thousands of dollars less than actually working with me is 27 bucks. Okay, so if that works for you, great, go for it. Okay, but still, if you prefer to have a call and figure out what is the best methodology, just book a profit call, go to callconnie.com, and I will help you out. So now we're building this community, and you really want to think about this. This is a community. You want to get people together. People, when they sense this feeling of family, right, they're going to stick around, and people need at least 9 to 16 touches in order to trust you to do business with you. That's why these groups are powerful. It's a way to keep them inculcated in your message. So they need a place to go. You've got to have the right people. There's got to be a problem that you're solving for these people, or they're not going to move. They're not going to change any actions. And then what is your solution? What is your product? That's all it is. Okay, it's so simple if you focus on the core things. Is this making sense to you? Okay, so your content is the thing that usually freaks people out. And they're like, what do I do? What do I put in there? How often do I have to be in there? Okay, it's not that hard. So think about your brand. What is your brand? If you don't have a strong brand, remember, this is the year of the brand. Brand is everything. And if you don't have a good story behind your brand, how is anybody going to know to go with you, right? So one of the first things that we start with our clients is we actually do a full day VIP session, and we figure out exactly how do we take you from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less. And the very first thing is we build out your brand strategy. So you're going to have your brand focus as the centerpiece. What is the theme that you're going to have in your group? So you will also create a style. People have different styles in their groups, okay? What's your vibe? And then what are your values? People do want to know your values because there's so many charlatans out there. They want to know that you are different. They want to know what you stand for so that they can get behind you. Now you have to understand, because this is such a noisy market, because there's so much saturation, you're not going to get people as actively involved as you used to. Okay, it takes a lot more contacts and connections for people to engage. Why? Because they're being bombarded with so many platforms and so many places to go. So they have a little bit of fatigue for engagement initially. So it will come, but it takes a little bit of time, and it's not going to be like it was a couple years ago. I'm just going to be really honest with you. That doesn't mean it's not working. So you can't attach yourself to vanity metrics of how many clicks and likes that you get. That is not the goal, okay? The people that actually end up buying from you are usually what we call lurkers, and they're hiding way back like in the bleachers, and they're just watching and watching and watching. And that's why I say values are really important. So make sure you're putting out your values on how you believe business should be, how you are in business, what is your stance around the field that you're in, okay? So how do you maximize your cash flow, right? That I said, this is how you can turn your business from 6 figures and under into a 7-figure business, and you can do it very, very quickly. So if you want to maximize your cash flow, what you want to do is, again, this is your flywheel, right? So what are you going to be offering? So perhaps you have courses that you have. Maybe it's a done-for-you program, or maybe it's a mastermind, something like that. What kind of collaborations can you do? How can you meet with other people, invite other people into your group and have them come on and do a show? Those collaborations can be really powerful to grow your group. And then continuity. What can you do to keep them there? Keep them coming back so that you always have new content that people can see, and the group doesn't get stale. And then, of course, you want to offer some sort of a call so that people can actually connect with you, right? The key to growing a group, so people don't fatigue after 3 months, is that continuity piece. How do you keep getting new stuff, right? And as you know, we've been doing 5 years of content and the iconic entrepreneur group. So if you're not in it, come in, right? But you have to keep it fresh, okay? You don't want the Dead Sea. You want like a flowing river, okay? So remember, you're getting people from a pond, to your pond. You're getting them to your pond from the lake or from the ocean where they're used to lots of activity and it helps their attention deficit disorder, right? Where they have all these shiny objects. But if they come into your group and there's no shiny objects and nothing is happening, they're out. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, if you want your group done for you, it'll save you time. It'll make you so much more money, less hassle, and help you get more leads. Because in the end, you need a bigger pond, right? So just have done for you DFY if you want some help getting your group set up. And if you want to have a demo for your business and think, how do I do all this? How do I use all of this technology and the AI, and where do I put it? Because there's a lot of AI out there as well, but that can be overwhelming. So I would love for you to book a digital profit demo, because if it doesn't make you money, don't do it, right? And how many different digital methodologies are there to grow your business, and are you using all of them? So we keep our philosophy very simple so that you can scale your business easily. All you have to do to book a demo is go to callconnie.com, and when you get there, you'll pick a time when you want your demo. It's going to be about 10 minutes, and we're going to say, what is the purpose of your call? Just say demo, okay? And then we'll know exactly what you want. If you need some help with it and you want our team is here ready to take your appointment or get you on an appointment. And I have Sandy and I have Angie, and we have Tally here as well, and Della. So everybody's here if you need some help. We have an amazing team to help you out. All you have to do is just request the demo. Okay, if you want to know, you have to be your business has to be online. You have to be, okay? There's only so many live networking things you can do. So if you want to leverage your business so that you can scale to 7 figures, you need to take advantage of the AI and the digital aspect and combine it with the groups, and that is how you scale to 7 figures. Does that make sense? Okay, so again, if you want the do-it-yourself method, just go here, theiconicleader.com, AI groups, and we'll get everything for you. But if you want to have some help with it, if you want us to help you out, let me know, and we can go ahead and schedule that call for you, okay? So everything going forward is about community. People feel very disconnected, and your job is to have them feel connected. By building a community, building a group, then that is where you're going to find the fastest way to scale your business with the least amount of effort without attracting the wrong people. So if you have a group, I'll put it down in the comments. Let me know where your group is so other people can find you. If you're not in a group, come to the Iconic Entrepreneur Group. We have over 250 different free trainings in there, resources, everything you could want to scale your business using sound strategies, not hacks or fads that will be outdated in a week. So I will see you guys next week on Iconic TV Live. We are always live here every Tuesday at 5 p.m. And again, if you have any questions, if you need some help, if you want us to help you grow and scale your business, all you have to do is book a Profit and Scale call. Go to callconnie.com. And if you missed any of this, if you want a replay, okay, just type #replay and we will get that for you, okay? So I will see you next week at 5 p.m. And let me know what you liked most about this show. And if you have a request for something that we can teach you next week, let me know. We'll see you then. Bye. Be